recording, my dude.
Yes, I am now.
There.
We have to wear the spoons in Royston. It's very nice.
Not wear the spoon.
Is it not? I know nothing. what is this then? Is it just a pub?
It's just a bar.
Well, it's a very nice bar, like, yeah.
I don't know. It does food and it does drinks. And that is the singular most important thing.
Drinks being alcohol. Hello. So yeah, I'm hanging with my buddy.
Have we actually seen each other since Japan?
Since Japan? No, this will be our
How
first
many
meeting.
months has it been?
A while. Like, when did we go to Japan?
August.
4 months? I can't do math.
4 months. Yeah.
4 months. It's been 4 months since we've seen each other, and
You've been
obviously
helping me move.
yes. That's what I'm called in for the heavy lifting, which I'm good at.
We haven't been doing much heavy lifting.
I carried that big box up the stairs.
True, yeah, and you've been organising a lot of socks.
I just spilled drink. I'm not that pissed already. I really am not.
You messy.
Oh.
You messy.
Yeah. I don't need to piss when I go and see the film, otherwise I'm gonna have no control.
You're just sobbing in it.
The inner weave will be too much. No control at all.
That's what you'll be like.
Don't, please. It'll be, please be just like that. Apparently that's what I'll be like if I'm drunk and Ka-Chung comes on the screen. Apparently that's what I'm gonna be like. Not far off, but I just don't have hair to do that with. Just like
You could be using scarves.
yeah, strangling myself while the film's on.
It's always you.
Yeah, it is. God damn.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll be
so you obviously know I'm going to see the Boku no Hero film later, and we were meant to go together, but circumstances, that has changed, but it is fine. It's fine. I will just scream myself.
You have to do some screaming for me.
I'll be interested to see, because the film came out over here, it's been out since yesterday, and I imagine most people went yesterday, but I'll be interested to see if there's any like really hardcore people, like if there's any cosplayers or anything like that.
Well, you're doing it in Leicester.
Leicester Square, yeah, I'm going
So,
to
yes.
Leicester Square. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So, yeah, but I will do some more later. I'm starving, so I went for the mixed grill. We've got chicken, we've got steak, we've got gammon, and we've got sausage. And it looks so good.
And you've got mushrooms and peas and tomatoes.
I won't touch any of that.
Oh, yeah, you will.
No, I'm fussy, so yeah, I'm fussy, so I won't have any of those accessories, but the rest, oh, so good. And you've got the steak. It's so good. Right now, I'm starving, so Cypher here, and it is the 5th of December. For those of you who know, it is the day that the Boku no Hero movie is now showing over in the UK, and I'm gonna go see it, so I'm really excited. I've currently just come back from my friends though, and I've got to go to Christmas. Not a good time to vlog. So I've just arrived at King's Cross Station because I've been to see my friend in Royston, because this was meant to be a group outing, but unfortunately circumstances changed. Two of my friends, one of which is recovering from a surgery, the other one is not a huge Boku no fan, which is understandable, and my other friend, who I've just been to see, is waiting for her dog to have puppies and is currently in the process of moving house, so you know, very, very difficult circumstances that couldn't be foreseen. So yes, so for the sake of everyone, I'm going to go enjoy it, and I am so excited, so excited.
Adverse weather may make the frozen stairs.
Ooh, the lights! I've not been up here since the lights have been on, so it's nice. Ooh, so pretty. Pretty they are. Woo. I do say I love London at Christmas when all the lights are up. It's amazing, especially like around this area. Or like Covent Garden, Leicester Square, Tottenham Court Road. All amazing. Yeah, oh, little kitty drawings. That's really cute. That is a big disco ball. I didn't know the M&M's having a party. Oh my god, that was a mission and a half. But I finally made it. The Odeon cinema. It's a luxe cinema, so I get recliner seats and everything, which is nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in and get comfortable, even though it's really early. That's the thing. Thankfully we're in the screen too, so that's not a problem. Collect tickets now. God, I really do look like shit. But excuse that. Yeah, so here we are. I'm in the cinema. I got here stupidly early, like a good half an hour, because I was so worried I wasn't going to get a train back on time. And like I said before, I went to Royston to see my friend, because like I said, she was meant to come with me here, but like I say, unforeseeable circumstances mean that I'm here by myself, but I'm going to enjoy it for everyone. I was, in fact, gonna probably be brave enough to cosplay for this, like, since I was coming from my home, and unfortunately that hasn't happened, but I am prepared. I have my t-shirt and my bag, so I don't look too normal when I walk in there. It's like I want people to realise that yes, I am one of you. It's the whole reason I'm here. I will be interested, I mean, I've not seen anyone yet, but I will be interested to see if there are any cosplayers, although I would have thought maybe the hardcore ones would have been in yesterday, because this is the second day of showing and usually people try and get in there first. So yeah, oh, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm seeing the dub version, if I didn't mention that, because I watched the whole first season in dub, so I feel like, and I really like the dub version, so I thought I'd stick with it, although I'm normally a subs person. But if the dub's good, I will stick with it, so yes. Hey guys, so I couldn't do a review when I got back because I got back really late, yeah, I really loved the film. I don't really know what else to say. I suppose, because I don't want to make it sound like I give this movie a perfect review because I love Boccano. I would say there were, you know, a couple of things I wasn't too impressed with. The dub in some bits was a bit, I don't know, a bit iffy. I was a bit like, oh really? But no, the fight scenes were particularly good. It's kind of weird though, because like I said, considering where the movie is set in the relation to the rest of the anime, so like I said, I think it takes place, is it between season 2 and 3, I believe? Something like that, because I think they actually added in an extra episode where they like filled the gap, like put it in to be set up for the movie. So at the end of the episode, spoilers if you've not seen it, so whatever. Yeah, at the end of that episode, All Might asks Deku to join him for the expo that the movie is set up in. But yeah, in terms of where the film is in relation to everything that's happened, so obviously we know, like, in season 3 that All Might fights One for All and is officially, like, you know, retired and everything. But in the movie, again, spoilers, Midoriya actually, I keep switching names, I don't know which name to use. I usually go with Deku, so we'll stick with Deku. So Deku actually ends up fighting alongside All Might, which has actually never happened before. He's fought against him, like, obviously with Kachan, but he's never fought, like, with him. I don't know, like, they didn't make a big deal about it. I suppose it's more like it happened and you're like, you actually make a point of being like, oh, that's the first time that they've actually, like, come together. And I swear to you, I swear to God, I'll have to rewatch it to see if I saw right, but I'm pretty sure towards the end in the final finishing move, All Might T-posed. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And for a long time, I didn't know what T-posing was, but it's essentially how it sounds. You literally pose like a T. I don't know why it's a thing, but hey, trends, who knows. Yeah, so that was interesting to see that. It was interesting as well because obviously, as you know, the girl Melissa in it, she's quirkless, and obviously Deku really does know what that's like and all that. it was just really good. And there was that twist. There was a twist I didn't expect in it. And I was just like, oh, okay. They took that turn. But then it actually turns out going a bit wrong and all that. I'm trying to think. Oh, one scene I have to this does stick with me, and you'll know for obvious reasons. So obviously with Kachan, he didn't want to go, and then obviously Kirishima, his best bud, like gets him an outfit, and they go, and they end up getting lost and blah blah. But Kachan has always called everyone by a nickname. I think there was only one point he called Todoroki by his name, I believe, but generally he gives everyone a nickname. But in this one, so Kirishima actually ended up saving him, which was something to see. I'd actually seen spoilers for that, and I was so mad. I was like, no, I didn't want to see that. But I was also very curious about the reaction for that, and he called him by his name, which I thought was really nice. I was like, oh, he has a friend. He really does have a friend. It's so good. I really do understand why people ship them, I'm just saying. And as I've said before, I support all the ships, actually, when it comes to Bokuno, despite having my own. So there we go. But we're getting way off topic, as per usual. I wouldn't say it was perfect. Like, there were a few things about it. Yeah, I mean, because, well, now we're going to go into it. So basically, I'm not going to tell you the everything, but basically, it opens up with younger All Might, which we had seen, like, snippets of in that added episode to, like, build up to the film. And he looks pretty good as a young person. Like his suit and everything, it shows you how he met the scientist guy Dave and how they're friends and everything like that, which was really good. I think that was a pretty good opening. And then one thing I didn't feel was necessary personally is that they did the whole like Izuku's monologue at the beginning, like the opening essentially, like saying, you know, we live in a superhuman society, quirks and all that, and it did actually flash back 2 episodes, like with the fights, like his fight with Kachan and the sports festival with the villains, which was interesting. But I really didn't think it was necessary, because obviously if you're a Bokuno fan, you know all that already, and it's a bit like, why do we have to keep revisiting this? I mean, it's not that, you know, I don't like it, but I mean, I don't want to make comparisons, I really don't, but they never did that with Naruto. They kind of just jumped in with each film and, like, depending on where it was set with the film. But actually, if you think about it, I feel like they've done that in a way that if people who haven't watched the series for some reason just decide to jump in and watch the movie, then they're not so out of the loop, I suppose. So in a way, it kind of makes it a bit more diverse. And I think doing that, it then encourages people to then be like, oh, this looks all very interesting, I better watch it. But also at the same time, you know, you've watched the movie, so you know, you're kind of up to date at that point. But obviously if you want to watch it episode by episode, then you're more than free to. So yeah, but personally I feel that wasn't necessary, but it was also kind of nice to see. So yeah, the dubs in bit, maybe that flashback bit at the beginning, personally I wasn't so keen on. Like I said, there was a bit of a plot twist, so spoilers again. It turns out the doctor guy is the one who orchestrated the whole villain attack on the island. Because he had an invention that apparently could enhance quirks without causing any damage, and it's quite sweet actually, because he wanted it to help All Might, because obviously All Might is at that point fading, but he doesn't know anything about passing his quirk, like the scientist guy doesn't know anything about All Might passing his quirk on to Deku, so he doesn't understand really why this happened. He knows about his transformation states, the fact that he can't stay in his transformation state for very long now. But yeah, he created this, I don't know if it was purely for All Might, but I feel like, yeah, that was kind of the reason. But the company he was working for took it away, because I think they basically felt that it was too dangerous, and obviously he'd spent so much time working on it. So then he orchestrated this villain attack to then be able to break in and retrieve it. But he had his assistant help him, and unfortunately he was under the impression that the villains were fake when they weren't. So in there lies the second twist and obviously danger. I feel like everyone kind of played their part in it, because, you know, it's very easy for, like, you know, main characters like Deku and All Might to kind of take over, but All Might kind of had a bit more of a back seat in this one, I feel like. You know, they showed him in his younger version, but then when the villains actually attacked, he ended up getting kind of captured, and it was left up to Class 1A to like sort everything out, and everyone had like their own little moment, which was good. Even Mineta. And for those of you who don't know, I'm not a big fan of the grape. I don't know, it's just like, I get that he's like, you know, girl obsessed and whatever, but it's a bit too pervy for my taste, personally. I mean, his quirk's okay and everything, and it's got nothing to do with how he looks or anything, but yeah, I've never been too keen on him. He's just a bit, but I suppose he's that kind of comic relief, I suppose, or something that people need. The thing is, it's like, because he's kind of similar, because like obviously him and Denki are always together and kind of have that same kind of pervy tendency, but Denki I can kind of wrap my head round in a way, whereas Mineta, no. But he actually had a bit of a moment. It was quite funny because they had to get through this event and everyone was like, right, so who's going to be small enough to fit it? And you could just hear the whole cinema just like start giggling because they knew what was going to happen, and obviously everyone turned to Mineta and he was like, what? No, you're gonna die, really? And then it was like, no, you can do this. And yeah, with Denki's encouragement for not the right reasons, but he was like, yeah, you know, all the girls will love you if you do this. And it was quite funny and quite a good scene. So he did his bit, which was fun. And I was quite happy with that, actually. I was like, okay, my faith is restored in you a bit, so that's good. Yeah, and everyone kind of had their own moment. Kachan showed off, obviously, as per usual. It was a bit, not really a weird scene, but, you know, because how his explosions is like, his sweat is nitroglycerin. So it explodes, like, when he uses the sparks. And there was a scene where some of that ended up on the villain, and he was like, oh yeah, it's the sweat from my palms, it's nitroglycerin, and it was like, oh shit. And then Todoroki released his fire, and it was like, boom! I was like, oh, damn. Yeah, the ending was okay. They had kind of a after scene, but not really. They played the third season 3 opening. No, ending, sorry. I forget, the one where they're all on the beach, that one. If I had to be specific and give this movie a rating out of 10, I feel, for me, it was a good 9. I feel like, partly because obviously I love the series, but I also feel like as a first movie, it was pretty good. Like, I would say sort of the setting compared like to what we have, because it's like we've seen past that, and it's kind of weird to kind of then jump back a bit. But for their first movie, it was really good. Really good. They did so well. It's oh, is it Bones Animation? I've got to look more into it, because some of their fight scenes, like animation wise, is incredible. Like Deku versus Kachan, if you've seen that, wow. Like, the manga's good, but when you actually see it animated and the way they've done it, it's spot on. It comes close, because Kyoto Animation is my favourite, because their animation is just phenomenal. Beautiful effects. So this one comes kind of close. Obviously, because I love the series and that. But yeah, for a first movie, I would give it a relatively high rating. And it would be interesting, because when it comes out, I'm going to watch it with my friends, and what I might do, I might get their opinions on it as well, because that'll be interesting. So yeah, I would highly recommend, and obviously I would say you probably could, like I said, watch it if you've not actually watched Boku no. I feel like, you know, if you're not that fussed about it, but maybe are a bit interested, watch the movie. I would, like, you know, don't feel like you have to watch the whole season, because like they do have that little bit of flashback, which I feel like is enough. So yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? No, like I say, all the characters had their own bit, which I felt was good. Pretty good storyline. Yeah, so no, definitely probably a 9 out of 10. Really good, would recommend. I'm very glad I went to see it, even if it was by myself. I had to try and contain myself, because obviously I was surrounded by people who wanted to watch it, and there was one girl I could actually see who was getting really hyped for it. but I had to kind of keep that like bit of composure. It's like, I'm a nerd, but also I'm trying to stay unfazed. Anyway, guys, that's enough of me rambling, and I apologize for the shitty footage, but yeah, yeah, I would definitely recommend. And anyone who has seen it, actually, I'd actually love to hear your opinions on it. I really would. Like, you know, if you know, haters gotta hate, but you know, keep it down a little bit. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up or leave a little comment. That's always nice. I appreciate that. If you want to see more videos, please be sure to subscribe and press the notification bell to let you know when I do a video. I am working on something at the moment, so hopefully I should have something out soon. But until next time, guys.